Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, and welcome to the In-Flight News Report. And today, Star Trek Las Vegas 18 is in full swing, and we'll begin with the latest news. But first, let's check the headlines. Simon Pegg reminds toxic Star Wars fans The Last Jedi is just a effing film, and none of it matters. I know someone who would disagree with that. What? Simon Pegg ranks all 6 Star Wars movies in under a minute? And there's a list? Well, guess what, Simon? Simon says get pegged. Alright, let's get right into the news. And as I said, this is the third day of Star Trek Las Vegas 18. And we'll begin with the latest. Jeri Ryan says she was never set to replace Marina Sirtis in Star Trek Nemesis. And there's the lovely Jeri Ryan. On Thursday, one of the more fun panels at the Star Trek Las Vegas convention was with much of the cast of Star Trek Voyager on hand, were Robert Beltran, Ethan Phillips, Garrett Wang, Tim Russ, and Jeri Ryan. And it was Ryan who made a bit of news, clarifying a bit of news that arose from Star Trek Las Vegas 2017. We also have more photo highlights from Thursday at STLV 2018, and there's a good portion of the cast. Not all of them. 709 was not set to replace Troy in Nemesis. A year ago, from Star Trek Las Vegas 2017, Trek Movie reported on a comment made by Star Trek The Next Generation's Marita Sirtis regarding her salary negotiations with Paramount for the 2002 TNG film Star Trek Nemesis. At last year's con, the TNG actress asserted that Paramount played hardball, including threatening to fire her from the film and replace her character Troy with Jeri Ryan 709 from Star Trek Voyager. In years past, Jeri Ryan had already discussed how she had turned down an offer to be in Nemesis to replace an unnamed actor, so Sirtis' comments seemed to put the pieces together. However, it apparently does not. Yesterday, at Star Trek Las Vegas 2018, Ryan was asked about the Nemesis offer, and Sirtis' comment from 2017, and the actor said, "That was never mentioned to me. They did offer a role in Nemesis to replace a different character. It was not Marina. I'm not mentioning it because it was ridiculous. There was absolutely no reason to replace this character with 709, so obviously we didn't do it, so it was not Marina, for the record." Ryan acknowledges that while she was never told about replacing Sirtis, she doesn't rule out that she was used by Paramount as a form of leverage, noting they may have used that as a negotiating tactic against her, which is not real nice, but that's not actually who they wanted to replace. So this resets the mystery of what character in Nemesis would have been replaced by Ryan 709. One possibility could be 7 replacing Kate Mulgrew's Admiral Janeway, who appeared in Nemesis in a brief cameo. It is understandable to see how Ryan would have been reluctant to replace her Voyager co-star. However, how she has described the offer in the past makes it seem like 709 would have had a more significant role in the film had she accepted. And there's 7, of course, and Kate Mulgrew as Janeway in Nemesis. And then it gets into what Garrett Wang thinks of Nemesis and Voyager, which I'll read in a minute. But it's a very interesting question. What would her role have been? And what was the character that she was to replace? Was it Janeway? I don't think so. It doesn't make any sense. Because of Janeway giving Picard his orders, that makes sense. It wouldn't make any sense if it was 709. Would be very weird. But let's move on. Speaking of Nemesis, which has been critiqued by both fans and the TNG actors themselves, Garrett Wang had a solution for an alternative. He thinks instead of releasing Nemesis in 2002, Paramount should have wrapped up the story of Star Trek Voyager on the big screen following its 2001 series finale. Here's Wang's suggestion. I think Voyager's endgame, the final episode, the first hour was amazing. The second hour tied things up too quickly, right? They should have aired the first hour on your television screen, and on the end say, "To be continued in a theater near you," and film a Voyager 2 and 2.5 hour movie. Get rid of the Nemesis script, because let's face it, if your TNG feature film script is not as good as certain TNG TV episodes, don't film it. Sorry. A little bit of shade there, as is often thrown around by Star Trek actors about other shows. And there's Garrett Wang with Jeri Ryan and Ethan Phillips. And then there's some more stuff. So, actually that wasn't very much. So the question for today, what and who would Jeri Ryan have replaced? And there's Tim Russ and Garrett Wang, Robert Beltran rather. There's some Enterprise actors. Here is very interesting. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but it's Chase Masterson as Lita, Aaron Eisenberg as Nog, and Max Grodenchik as Rom, which is not spelled in OG. And there's some random extras, beloved characters from The Next Generation. You might recognize some of them, and I think that was it. But that's enough for me. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. I will be doing more. I'll be covering Star Trek Las Vegas. Not a whole lot of news, but an interesting question. But that's enough for me. Let me know if you like this video. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. Share it with your fellow passengers, and subscribe if you want to see more. And as always, make sure your seat back and tray table is in the upright and fixed position, and I will see you on the beach.